As we welcome you guys back in here. What is good, everybody? Glad to have you guys stop on by once again to Behind the Arc Basketball as we get part of today. For game number one, should be a good one here. College basketball, as I'll be covering Richmond taking on West Virginia, going down in the first game today. And then later tonight, I plan on being back for some NBA preseason as well later today. So what's good, guys? Glad to have you back on board for being a part here once again. Coy out on the stream here. Welcome in, man. He's predicting West Virginia 75-53. Big W he's predicting for this one. Mullet, welcome back in here once again. Elliot, glad to have you on board. Grant Wiley, what's good here? Going out for West Virginia. Edwin, welcome on board, man. Back to the stream here. Dave Davis liking Richmond to get the big W out in this one. Should be a good matchup between these two teams. West Virginia, not the prettiest type of shooting team here. It's been the defense that's carried them throughout the season. The interior defense with their two bigs, Derek Culver and Oscar Tshiebwe. Oscar Tshiebwe, he was the leading scorer last season, a freshman. He's been off to a rough start this season, but still a ton of time to turn it around. And going up against a Richmond Spiders team here that they're scrappy defensively, force a lot of turnovers, and coming into this game, Jacob Gilyard, he ranks third in all college basketball now in steals per game. They got 4 seniors in the starting 5, and they got a sophomore, too, that has really turned it up with Tyler Burton. He had career highs, points, rebounds in the last game against Northern Iowa, 21 points, 13 boards. Hey, what's good, Bradley? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by again. Steven, welcome on here. Is Missouri for real? I'm going to say yes there. Huge win for Missouri yesterday. Their roster's loaded with upperclassmen, and yeah, they're looking like they're going to end that. Well, if they continue it, they're going to snap that NCAA tournament drought that they have and be back to the tournament this year, but they look for real this year so far. I think they'll be a consistent top 25 team. Upperclassmen, they're a huge win yesterday against Illinois. All right, so we get ready to tip this one off. As West Virginia is going to tip off the basketball first. They go in the yellow uniforms, dark blue numbers and letters. Richmond in the red jerseys with this one as West Virginia pass inside into the post. Going to put it up, and that's good for a quick 2 there by Miles McBride. So good matchup today for these 2 point guards. Miles McBride for West Virginia going up against Jacob Gilyard, the top 3 ball stealer right now in college basketball. First possession, Nathan Kao has it top of the key for the Spiders. Moves over to Blake Francis. They got 5 players here in the starting 5 that's averaging over 12 points per game in the season for Richmond. Pass there gets stolen away at the left elbow, though, by West Virginia. So Oscar Tshiebwe, the big, making an impact so far in this one. Jumper taken. That one hits the front rim, no good. They got to get Tshiebwe on the board, though. He went 0 for 5 in the last one. Hey, what's good, my man Vegas? Appreciate Bud for stopping on by. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, thank you guys so much for spreading out the love yesterday in the channel. It was a tough night for me on Friday night, but glad to be back here. And back here and strong once again with you guys. Richmond took the jumper, no good off the mark. Rebound back to West Virginia. Mountaineers third possession. Derek Culver, top of the free throw circle, hands it over. McNeil takes the jumper, no good. And the rebound, Richmond. What's good there, Vaughn, Jose? Glad to have you guys back on the stream once again. Why did I get Mike Davis? Christian McCaffrey's not playing today, so I had to insert Mike Davis into my starting lineup. Richmond, right baseline. As they're going to dribble, they put it up underneath. That's good for 2 by Grant Golden. 18:20 left to go in the first half. Welcoming Mark onto the stream here, going out for West Virginia. Appreciate Bud for stopping on by. Heavy up in the chat who you guys got in this one. Going out for the Mountaineers or the Spiders. Let me know down in the chat below. Turnaround jumper, Derek Culver, no good off the mark. Tipped up in the air, Richmond gets the board. This should be a really just good defensive game, I feel like. West Virginia, they play great interior defense, as they've been holding opponents to about 40% shooting, as that's going to be a cutter there into the lane of Richmond. Going to lay it up and in for 2 by Jacob Gilyard. So Richmond takes the first lead of the game now 4-2. Right baseline dribble, West Virginia. Emmett Matthews passing the traffic, gets stolen away here by Richmond. Here to go on a 3-on-2. Golden. Bounce pass gets stolen away in Aikido. They could not feed it over to Golden as Gilyard missed his mark. West Virginia's going to set it up again. Lobs it inside, over to the big fella, and finally he's on the board. Oscar Tshiebwe, able to get it for 2 as he did not score a single point in the last game against North Texas, but they're able to get his first bucket of the game, so that's where they got to go down, right into the post of Tshiebwe in this one. West Virginia, second in the nation in offensive rebounds, have a huge offensive rebounding margin of 95 to 67 in their favor. Tie game at 4. Richmond, though, off the cutter once again. Going to lay it up and in. That's good for 2. What's my prediction? Louisville, NC State. I'm going to predict Louisville in that one on Wednesday, if that game actually happens. West Virginia with it, 16:50 left to go. They pass it to the top of the free throw circle. Derek Culver feeds inside the sheetway. Nice find, though. Cutting left baseline. Emmett Matthews, that's good for 2. And this game's tied up at 6. That's the 3rd bucket of this game combined by cutters to the basket. 2 by Richmond, and that's the first one by West Virginia. Richmond has a dish out to the right corner. They're going to take a 3. It's off the mark, no good. And it gets a rebound by West Virginia. Mountaineers have it, takes it past half court. Miles McBride at the top of the key. Now they pass over to left corner perimeter for the Mountaineers. As they will take a deep 2 jumper. That's no good, off the mark. Rebound Richmond. Yeah, Richmond against Kentucky when I called them. They were taking a lot of 3-point shots early and missing those. It's about attacking the bucket in this game. And whoever can attack the bucket and score right inside the post, it looks very well that they could get the W. And this one is Grant Golden right there, attacks inside. And the ref's going to call a blocking foul on Derek Culver. First personal game is committed here by West Virginia. Clock will stop with 15:57. And we're going to go to a timeout. Grant Golden will go to the free throw line after the timeout, shoot 2. So Bradley here is going West Virginia 83-76 for this one today. Yeah, I totally agree, Mark. Oscar needs to get back to his old self. Still a lot of time to change that, though. I think he's going to be drafted, I feel like, for the 2021 draft. Either first or second round, depending on how the season goes. But yeah, my prediction for this game, I predicted West Virginia over Richmond, 73-67. Alright, so on the first time out here, I was working on something for you guys yesterday. So, how we used to have that timeout graphic that I have here, I created something pretty cool here. I created my own timeout slide yesterday. So, this is something I'm premiering for the first time on the channel. We're going to go to a timeout now, and this is something new here. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, it looks like I pop up a little bit smaller right now since we're on the timeout, but here I am. If you guys are new to the stream here, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe as well. If you'd like to be coming back for future live streams here, I cover play-by-play college basketball games, NBA games. Ring that notification bell as well. We also got a Discord. I posted that link down in the description below this video. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitter. It's over at the SportsDish14. That's where I post my streams before I do my streams, and also I post some college basketball content as well that I write for a contributing article online that I write for as well from time to time. And also feel free to check out the merchandise, all 3 of those, Discord, Twitter, merchandise down in the description below. So right now on the timeout, quick box score update. What's going on in college basketball so far? Number 4, Michigan State, leading Oakland at the half. Really tight game, though, 44-40. There's a player for Oakland that has 23 points so far. Rashad Williams, he's got 23 points. This is an Oakland team that's 0 for 6 so far this season. They took Michigan down to the wire in overtime, and Michigan State only leads by 4 at halftime. Bowling Green getting destroyed against Wright State, 61-24 currently. And Northeastern in the second game against UMass, 34-32 to score. Northeastern this time winning UMass in the second half they just started. Indiana up against North Alabama, 40-24 at the half. Western Kentucky leads Rhode Island, 33-27 at halftime. Hey, thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, insane, man. Luka Garza 2 nights ago dropping 34 points in 17 minutes. He was a perfect 6 for 6 from 3. That was like, man, absolutely insane. And then Jack Nungy, whenever Luka Garza was on the bench, Jack Nungy was going off too. So we are back from a timeout now. The tie score 6 apiece here. So that's a cool new scoreboard graphic we got. So whenever you're going to a timeout, I'll make sure to drop that graphic there. And it transfers all the scores over and everything, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so where we left off was Grant Golden for Richmond. He got fouled. Derek Culver picked up the foul. So Grant Golden's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 here for Richmond. First free throw that's up. That's good by Golden. Second free throw coming up, and got that one as well. Yeah, they need McBride on the court. I don't know what he's mad about McBride for, but they really need him on the court here, taking on Gilliard. That's a huge matchup with these 2 points today. So 8-6 Richmond. West Virginia gets the inbound. We got 15:50 left to go, and they're going to take a pass half court. Mountaineers have the basketball top of the key. It's number 5, Jordan McCabe, into the game for the first time today. Passes over right baseline to Culver. Takes the jumper, and it's good for 2. Rolls around the rim, and that's good. Tie game up at 8. Good one so far. 15:30 left to go. Richmond basketball. They have it at the right wing. Dribbles towards the top of the key. It's Tyler Burton, as he has it here. Spin move inside. Gets some separation. Mid-range jumper. He's got it for 2. Richmond by 2 here. 15:15 left to go in the first. So Tyler Burton coming off career highs. Points, rebounds. 21 points, 13 boards. In the last game against Northern Iowa for Richmond. West Virginia now with the ball. Yeah, we're supposed to get snow coming up. I think it's Thursday. Like a good amount of snow over here. Masson, Rhode Island, where we are. West Virginia at the top, and they're going to call a Richmond foul. Picked up around the perimeter. There's going to be a reach in here. Clock will stop. 14:57, it's on Blake Francis. So first personal of the game for the Spiders. Richmond gets the inbound now. Jordan McCabe has it. Dribbles to the right elbow. Flings it out to the top. It was deflected, but they get it right back. Gabe Ashaboyan off the bench for the first time today. Looking to pass it back to McCabe. Going to take a deep 3. Dials it up. Got it. From way outside right there at the right wing. West Virginia takes the lead with a Jordan McCabe 3. 14.5 left to go first half. Richmond with the basketball now. They have it at the top of the key. Dribble drive inside. Francis. Dish out to the right corner. And the ref's going to say another foul picked up here. It's going to be on Sean McNeil. First personal for the Mountaineers. Clock will stop with 14:29. So Richmond's going to get the inbound coming up underneath their hoop. Hey, thanks so much, Ty. Really appreciate it, man. Glad to have you back on the channel, brother. Send my thoughts and prayers as well out to Keontae Johnson. Just terrible to see that yesterday. He went down in the game against Florida State. Went to the hospital. And he was listed in critical but stable condition. Send my thoughts to a speedy recovery for Keontae Johnson, who is coming in as the top player for Florida. He was looking like he could very well be SEC All-First team this year. So Richmond took the jumper, no good. They did get fouled, though, in the post. So Nathan Ko, he's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 here for the Spiders. First one's up, that one's good. 11-11 the score. I'll be back later tonight as well. Feel free to stop on board for that one. NBA preseason, 8:30 Eastern. Clippers against Lakers. So this is stream number 1 out of stream number 2 today. I was thinking about maybe doing a triple header, but they actually canceled Baylor against Texas. So there's going to be no Baylor versus Texas right after that one. So that game has got postponed, and that's due to Baylor now ending up in quarantine. So 12-11, Richmond perfect 2 for 2 by Nathan Ko at the line. West Virginia bounce pass to the cutter. McNeil, nice find underneath. That's good for 2 by Sheway. Able to get him involved in the post in this game. That's going to be the big key for the Mountaineers in this one. And they do right there with Oscar Sheway. 13:50 left to go. Richmond has it. Moves it around the perimeter. Blake Francis back out to the top. Richmond going to take a 3, and it's well off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Not even close there. Dude, man. Missouri looking so good for you, Ty. So, yeah, Missouri looks like they're going to be a consistent top 25 team this year. They look like they're in the range of being around top 15. Like, they're going to be put, I feel like, around like 15 to 20 for the next poll. 3-point shot. West Virginia hits it. That's good from the perimeter. Sean McNeil. It's good to see that they have a sharpshooter here that's able to hit down some triples for the Mountaineers. That's what they were lacking last season. Good start for them around the perimeter. Perfect 2 for 2. McNeil and McCabe have hit down 3-point shots. Richmond, bounce pass to the cutter. They're going to send it over to the left elbow. They take the jumper. That's good for 2. Nathan Ko hits it. Good game so far. 16-14. If you guys are new to the stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that sub. Huge win, though, yesterday for Missouri over Illinois. And Xavier Pinson, the leader of the team, he is looking solid this season. That's a great jumper by West Virginia. At the free throw circle, they hit it down. That's good. Emmett Matthews hits it. So West Virginia coming out in this game 9 for 13, shooting the ball, looking real solid so far. Richmond pass along the baseline. It gets intercepted by the Mountaineers. Left baseline dribble. McNeil dribble drive inside. Puts it up. It's good for 2. They're looking good so far. 20 points in the first 7 minutes and 40 seconds. This is West Virginia's offense now cooking here. It's been their defense, interior defense, that's carried them this season, allowing to clamp down on their opponents inside the paint. But right now it's their offense that's been able to cook. Richmond has it. Floats it up. That one in the key, no good. Tipped around. Fight for the rebound. And West Virginia comes out with a big board there. Mountaineers take it past half court once again. McCabe has it at the left wing. Dribbles at the top of the free throw circle. Contested jumper. No good off the mark. Rebound back to Golden here. Richmond. Spiders have it. 11:48 left to go. Jose here is watching me on the TV, on the channel. And he'll right here in the chat on his phone. Cool, man. Richmond has it inside. And that's going to be a turnover. Grant Golden at the baseline as he was just trapped there and just let it go out of bounds. So it's going to go back to West Virginia. Clock will stop with 11:41 as we're going to go on a timeout. So right now we're going to go on a timeout. Pretty good game so far. West Virginia, though, cooking. Great passing inside the post. 2 big 3-point shots. That's why they're up here 20-14. Alright, so right now in this timeout, we'll take a look. First time today, leading scorers of this game. As it looks like this for the Mountaineers, leading the way. 5 points, Sean McNeil off of a 3-point shot. 4 points by Oscar Sheway so far. Good to see that he's involved in the game. 2 points, two made shots off into the low post by Sheway. Great start for him. Also got a steal as well. 4 steals picked up by the Mountaineers defense. Now, Richmond coming in. This team usually great with steals this year, led by Jacob Gilliard, 3rd in the nation in steals per game currently, with over 4 steals per game. And right now, Gilliard yet to pick up a single steal, and Richmond only 1 steal as a team, now won by Blake Francis, as Richmond's leading scorer, Nathan Kao, he's got 6. And Grant Golden, he's got 4 so far. Yeah, Tyler and Missouri for the SEC championship. They have the chance, man. They got upperclassmen roster, and they are just one of the biggest surprises so far this season. And it's Tennessee this season. It's been through Tennessee's defense. The offense hasn't really been able to put up big points. That's going to be a really good game when Missouri takes on Tennessee. Quick NFL scoreboard update. Cowboys already over the Bengals 9-0 right now in the first quarter as Dallas just got a fumble recovery. Chicago Bears lead the Texans 7-0. Chiefs Dolphins still scoreless currently. Cardinals Giants scoreless currently, same as the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Broncos up against the Panthers 6-0, and Tennessee leads the Jaguars 7-0. So those are some of the scores going on in the NFL currently right now for today. As for college basketball games right now, Western Kentucky up against Rhode Island, 42-35. Indiana leading North Alabama, 44-28. Northeastern up against UMass, 40-37. Wright State destroying Bowling Green right now, 65-36. And Michigan State second half pulling away against Oakland, 59-45, after it was only a 4-point game heading into halftime. So we'll keep you guys posted throughout today. Box score updates and all sorts of stuff here. So we're right now on a timeout. If you guys are new on the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified about future live streams as well. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games also. I'll be back later today for the NBA preseason. We got Lakers versus Clippers later tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Feel free to check out the Discord, my Twitter as well, and check out the Behind the Arc basketball merchandise. All those links I posted in the description below of this video. So after the timeout, we're going to get right back into it, folks. 20-14 the score. West Virginia, great job shooting today, able to get open And quite a bit, they've done that. 2 made 3-point shots. Oscar Sheway cut to the basket twice for 2 low post scores, and they're shooting the ball at a great clip from the floor, 64% for a team that's been shooting around 39% so far this season. They made the last 6 out of 7 shots. Pass inside by West Virginia. Culver tried to put it up. No good, though. Too high off the backboard. Rebound, Richmond. Spiders have the basketball here. 11:20 left to go. They dribble right baseline. Blake Francis dribbles around the perimeter as he still has it in his hands. Guarded by McCabe. Moves it over to the top of the key. That pass to Golden got tipped, deflected by Jacob Gilliard. Actually, it's Blake Francis able to get it back in his hands. Bounce pass over to Golden. Golden backs his way inside, guarded by Sheway. That's a big matchup to work out for tonight. Francis gets the ball back, takes the 3, no good off the mark. Rebound to West Virginia. Hey, thanks so much, Vegas. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I was looking into that. As that's a steal there. That is the number 3 ball stealer in the nation. Jacob Gilliard steals it, and it leads to points in transition. Gilliard, well, the layup goes down. He's got 4. Yeah, I kind of get the idea because when they do the NASCAR races, they do the NASCAR side-by-side thing. So I was like, yeah, that would be pretty cool to do something on a timeout or so. Just make myself smaller and then, like, put in, like, all the graphic stuff around, like, the things during the timeout. West Virginia kicks it outside, going to take a 3, and that is good. Perfect 2 for 2 today. Jordan McCabe from the perimeter. They're looking good for the Mountaineers. Great start. Able to hit these 3 balls so far, and that has been the difference. Richmond has it into the post. That's going to be a turnaround jumper, no good. It was an air ball. Rebound back to the Mountaineers. Culver got the rebound. Passes now to Williams. At the top here to McNeil. Dribbles, shot, fake, free throw circle. Thought about launching it. Instead, he's going to pass it off. Into the hands of McCabe now. McCabe has it top of the key. Dribbles towards the right wing. Moves it over to Sheway. Lob over the top here to Culver. Inside the post, Culver. Turnaround jumper. Puts it up. No good. Hit the rim short. Great defense by the Spiders. And Richmond comes up with a rebound. They're going to take it past half court. Richmond has it here. At the right wing perimeter. Francis. Bounce pass right baseline. Golden guarded by Sheway. The big matchup to watch out for today. Golden puts it up. And that's going to be a travel. Grant Golden travels in the post for Richmond. That's their 5th turnover of the game. And they were coming into this game with a pretty good assist to turnover ratio, but today, right now, 5 quick turnovers in this one. West Virginia only 1. So everything dialing up execution-wise, looking spot on right now for West Virginia to start off this one. Sean McNeil's going to check out of the game, and West Virginia has the basketball right back. They move it over to the right wing. Emmett Williams pass over to the top once again to McCabe. McCabe moves it over into the hands of Taz Sherman now. Sherman passes, free throw circle, shot fake. Culver gonna launch this one over the top, over to Sheway, and could not finish there inside the post. Sheway had a chance, couldn't get it home off of what could have been an easy bucket over a defender if he had gutted off the back rim and out, though. Richmond has it back. Top of the free throw circle, Francis moves over to the right wing. Gilliard has it. Top of the key, slides over to the right corner perimeter. Nathan Kao dribbles back over to Gilliard. Shot fake. Dribble drive inside. Gonna put it up, and that's good for 2 off the window. That's Blake Francis, number 1, able to get that one. West Virginia pass up the court. Quick steal by Richmond. Richmond tried to get another bucket, but the ball is going to get tapped out of bounds there. Jacob Gilliard with his 2nd steal of the game right now. He's had 2 steals in about the last 2 minutes. Ball went out of bounds. It was last touched by the Mountaineers, so Richmond will have it right back. Richmond will get the inbound coming up underneath their hoop. Gilliard. It's going to be the inbound passer. Gilliard passes it to the left corner. Francis bounce pass to the cutter, and that will be a blocking foul. Sheway picks up the foul. It's going to send Blake Francis, number 1, to the free throw line, shoot 2. Or Blake Francis was the one who left it for number 2. It's going to be number 2, Suleiman Carisi is going to be the one going to the free throw line shooting 2. So it's number 2 for Richmond shooting 2. First free throw, Carisi hits it. It's a 4-point game. Good game so far with these 2 teams. Really nice game going on so far. Oscar Sheway going to check out of the game now for West Virginia. He picked up his first personal game. Good start for him, though. He's got 4 points so far for Sheboy. Second free throw, Corrisi hits it. 3-point game. Perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line for Richmond. West Virginia yet to go to the free throw line today. Mountaineers now with the basketball at the top of the key. Moves over to the left wing perimeter, pass over. Top of the free throw circle, Culver. Moves it over to the right wing. McBride back into the game now for West Virginia. Miles McBride pass over right baseline, Culver. As he dribbles inside, as there's going to be a foul picked up underneath. Richmond almost forced the turnover, but the clock will stop with 8 minutes. And it's going to be a personal foul, refs will say, by Nathan Ko. So Nathan Ko reaches in on Derek Culver. Almost had a steal right in the post, and we're going to go to another timeout here. So 8 minutes even left to go. Media timeout, and the court will be back here in a little bit, everybody. Alright, so right now we're just in a timeout. Great game so far. Only a 3-point game currently. Taking a quick look, scoreboard update. College basketball right now. Western Kentucky leading Rhode Island. 14 minutes left to go. Second half, 44-37. The score there. And Indiana up against North Alabama, 49-34. Northeastern, wow. Northeastern up against UMass, 51-40. Northeastern lost the first game, but able to clamp down and guard Trey Mitchell much better today in the second game. Bowling Green getting destroyed currently against Wright State, 68-39 in favor of Wright State. Michigan State up by 10, 63-53 over Oakland. Hey, thanks so much, Dakota. Really appreciate it, my man. You guys are awesome for sending me thoughts and prayers yesterday. Really means a lot to me. You guys are just incredible to keep on building this channel around. So yeah, I'll be back later tonight. Not sure after tonight when my next stream is gonna be, because I don't know like what my week's gonna entail and things like that. I know that I'm probably gonna have to take like a night off or so for the services whenever that night is, and then it's supposed to snow too this week as well. So hopefully I don't lose power, fingers crossed. This is supposed to be big snow, like we could get like possibly a foot or so. I think it's going to be on Thursday. Quick scoreboard update for everybody. NFL going on right now. Ryan Tannehill touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. Tennessee over Jacksonville 7-0. Broncos leading the Panthers right now 6-0. Vikings against Buccaneers are scoreless at the end of one. Both of the teams 0-0. Cardinals tack on a field goal on the board. They're up 3-0 against the Giants. Chiefs-Dolphins, they're scoreless. That's shocking here. Pat Mahomes with an interception as well. And that game's tied up at 0 to start off with 3:15 left to go in the first. Cowboys up 10-0 against the Bengals. And Bears lead the Texans 7-0. David Montgomery with a big rushing touchdown for him, it looks like, as Bears lead Texans 7-zip. Looks like Vaughn is having Richmond win this game for his prediction. And yeah, Vaughn must be happy about David Montgomery. He's taking me on in fantasy this week, and you picked up Montgomery before I was able to get to him on the waiver wire. I was pretty short on running backs. I was supposed to have Christian McCaffrey play this week, and unfortunately, he had I think he suffered another injury during practice this week he picked up, so it's going to be even later until he comes back. So I had to pick up Mike Davis off the waiver wire, just throw him in there, and hopefully we'll hope for the best. So Jacob Gilliard stands 5'9". He is averaging over 12 points per game this season. He's third in all college basketball in steals per game so far this year. And they were showing the player comparison. The smallest players in D1 college basketball this year is actually a player for UMBC. His name is Darnell Rogers. He stands at 5'2" tall. And he's averaging over 12 points per game this season for Darnell Rogers. So that's huge there. For the little fellow. That's great to see there for Darnell Rogers for UMBC. So we get right back into it. West Virginia has the ball. They're going to take a three down off the back rim. No good. They get a rebound, and the refs are going to say a rebounding foul picked up by Richmond. It's going to be on Colarisi here. Clock will stop with 7:37. So Richmond picks up their third personal of the game. First one on Solomon Colarisi. West Virginia with only one offensive rebound so far. Reason why is because they've been able to make 53% of their shots. Culver has it. Off the inbound inside, and the refs are going to call here. Travel in the post by Derek Culver. He went for a pro hop in the post and turned around, walked for the basketball a little bit. Refs blew the whistle there. It's supposed to get snow Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wow. Going to be quite the week here, winter weather. I love seeing a white Christmas, though, so hopefully all the snow sticks for Christmas. Hopefully it stays to Christmas. Richmond has it. At the right wing perimeter, Gilliard passes, ball gets deflected and stolen inside, though. Mountaineers got numbers here. Transition, pass up the court, and they're going to go and lay that one up and in. That's good for 2. Miles McBride in transition as he puts it up and banks it home off the backboard. So McBride now with 4. Richmond has it left corner. Moves out to the top, wide open 3. They take it straight away. No good off the mark. Rebound to the Mountaineers. Derek Culver got the board, puts into the hands of McBride. McBride has it now at the left wing. Hands it over to Sherman. Takes the deep 2. That's up. Got it. Good look right there. Taz Sherman. Step back. Nailed it. For the deep 2. At the very top of the free throw circle. 6:30 left to go. Spiders double teamed as their trap pass to the right corner deflected out of bounds. And it's off the fingertips. Out of bounds at Tyler Burton. So Richmond turns it over for the 6th time today. Great defense set up by the Mountaineers, and West Virginia will have the basketball back. If you guys are new to the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Really appreciate all for stopping them by here on Behind the Arc Basketball. West Virginia flipping the script in this game so far, shooting the ball 57% from the floor. Great start for them with their 4 for 5 from the perimeter. McBride has it top of the key. Moves it over to the left wing perimeter. Shoots the 3. That's up. Got it. Money by the Mountaineers. Take it to their largest lead so far today. Taz Sherman with 7. He is sinking down his jumpers today in big fashion. Approaching 6 minutes left to go. Richmond able to beat the double team. Passing right corner, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Turnover, Tyler Burton. Back-to-back turnovers there. Butterfingers at the right corner by Burton as he bobbles it out of bounds. That was a quick fire pass right there. Left baseline to right baseline. And West Virginia is going to have it back. This defense looking impressive. Hey, what's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream once again, my man. Glad to have you back on the channel here, brother. 5:50 left to go. Mountaineers looking good. Execution, spectacular. Bounce past the Culver. Turnaround jumper. No good. Hit the front rim. Grant Golden gets the rebounds. Spiders have it back. Takes up past half court. Richmond right baseline dribble. Blake Francis moves it to the right wing. Golden has it. Ball gets deflected. And Culver tried to dive for it. That was a hustle play right there, but he landed out of bounds at the half court line. So it's going to go right back over to Richmond now. Hey, what's good, Dogfather? Welcome to the stream here, bud. He's going out for 73 plus he's liking at halftime that he's praying for. If West Virginia keeps up their shooting here, man, it could very well happen. 5.5 left to go. Yeah, dude, I watched some of that game yesterday. So Kentucky came back by 24, lost by 1. Great second half for them, man. Yeah, they got to start believing in feeding the ball to Olivier Sarr. That's where they got to go. They got to be using inside the Sarr. And if Sarr's able to just break out, he's going to be the leader that's going to be able to crack the code for this team this year. Right corner 3, no good off the mark by West Virginia. Rebound Richmond. Spiders have it at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass right baseline, double teamed. Now they float it inside, back outside into the hands of Gilliard. Dish underneath, and they'll put up the layup. That's good for 2 by Nathan Ko. 30-22 the score, 4:40 left to go before half. This game slowed down a couple possessions or so throughout a little bit of this one. They moved around the perimeter for West Virginia. Gabe Asaboyan has it the right wing, pass over to the top here. They're going to take the turnaround jumper, and that is good. Deuce McBride at the right elbow hits it. West Virginia extends it right back to 10. McBride with 6 points today. Richmond takes the deep looking jumper. That's good. Hand in the face. Got it for a deep 2 right there at the top of the free throw circle. Goes down by Blake Francis. 32-24 to score. Hey, what's good? I don't know anymore. Welcome back on the stream, brother. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. West Virginia puts it up. That's good for 2. Banks it off the backboard. Miles McBride. He's got 8 now. He is cooking. West Virginia looking solid. 59% shooting from the floor for this one. For a team that's been shooting the ball about 20% less, around 39% this season. Richmond floats it over to the right corner. Wide open three. They'll take it. They make it. Great pass. Right there underneath the hoop. They dish it out to the right corner. Jacob Gillier spot on. Drains it. 3.5 left to go before halftime. Sheway passes back outside. West Virginia spot up. Takes the three. Oh, man. Get that fire department to put out the flame in this one. We got a lot of threes dropping down. Deuce McBride, double figures. He's got 11. Hits down a triple. West Virginia's made 5 3-point shots in this game today. Richmond just made their first couple moments ago. Richmond pass gets deflected, stolen away by the Mountaineers. They're going to set it up here past half court. They have it at the left wing perimeter. McNeil passes inside the Sheway, turns around. Nice bucket right there. Sheway able to get past his defender off the Sean McNeil assist and put it up and in for 2 off the backboard. Mountaineers cooking right now. 39-27 as we're going to go to a timeout. Draining out threes, great passing, forcing turnovers, leading to buckets. And man, Mountaineers, who could ever see this offense coming? 61% shooting, 17 for 28 right now as we're going to go on a timeout with 2:58 left to go. So right here, we're going to premiere the timeout slide for you guys if you're new here. I got a new timeout slide for you guys right here that I started premiering today. As here we go on the timeout. So it looks really cool right here. I appear smaller. We got the score right there underneath the timeout. 39-27, West Virginia's largest lead currently. If you guys are new to the stream, feel free to spike that thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. Hit the subscribe. Make sure to ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified about future live streams that I cover play-by-play for. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Also, feel free to join the Discord as well. We also got my Twitter page out there with a Twitter link at the SportsDish14, and also check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store as well, as we got all 3 of those in the description below. So, cool new graphic we got that I came up with right there. Ties go West Virginia in this one. Yeah, I predicted West Virginia in this one as well. What's good, Josh? Appreciate it, man, for stopping by. Thanks so much, buddy. So, yeah, my prediction was West Virginia 73-67 today. Quick scoreboard update. What's going on in college basketball at the moment? Western Kentucky up against URI 51-45. Indiana up against North Alabama 64-37. Northeastern leading UMass 58-48 today. As Trey Mitchell not having a big game today for UMass. It looks like Wright State all over Bowling Green 75-55. And then Michigan State up against Oakland 77-65. So, not a blowout in that game right now. Only a 12-point lead for Michigan State over Oakland, who has a record of 0-6. That Oakland team, by the way, took Michigan into overtime before Michigan was able to get the W. So, yeah, I'll be back as well later tonight. I'll be covering my first NBA preseason game of this year. So, once again, NBA's back. I'll be back with Lakers versus Clippers tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So, feel free to stop on board for that if you guys would like. Hey, thanks so much. I don't know anymore. Appreciate it, my man. So yeah, I was thinking a little bit about like trying to like transform something yesterday. I was thinking about how NASCAR has like that NASCAR side to side thing they do, and I was thinking, yeah, it would be pretty cool if I was able to make something just like that. That we could do like a timeout slide with the score that appears automatically, and have like all like some graphic stuff to like notify people about my channel and things like that. So it looks really cool. I'm impressed how it looks so far, what I was able to design. Cardinals lead the Giants at the end of the first quarter, 3-0 in the NFL. Vikings up 6-0 with a touchdown run by Dalvin Cook. 6-0 Broncos at the end of one over the Panthers. 7-0 Tennessee over Jacksonville. Cowboys up against the Bengals 10-0, and Bears lead against the Texas 7-zip. So we are back right into it after a timeout here, folks, with 2:55 left to go. West Virginia versus Richmond. As Richmond took the jumper, no good off the mark, and it gets rebounded by West Virginia here. Sean O'Neal, deep 2, takes it, and he is money. Everything is falling for the Mountaineers' way today. Sean McNeil, he's got 7. He's made three shots today from the floor. Bounce pass inside, a lot of contact. That will be a blocking foul. So it's going to send number 1 for Richmond, Blake Francis, to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Looks like Bears are in the red zone. Oh, man. Looks like Vaughn has another chance to capitalize with David Montgomery if they give him the red zone touches. Yeah, my running back situation, it was so good this season. At one point for fantasy, my running back situation was just really deep, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody got on like the COVID list at the same time for everyone. I have James Conner, Jonathan Taylor on my fantasy list. I also got Christian McCaffrey for my fantasy team for running backs, and yeah, it was either injuries or they just landed on the COVID list all at the same time. First free throw, no good at the line by Richmond. Second one, that was good. 41-28, we got 2:20 left to go, West Virginia basketball. They have it at the top of the key into the hands of McBride. So McBride is guarded here at the top. Now they bounce pass inside, turnaround, and that's good for two, and a post by Derek Culver. They extend it now. Largest lead up by 15 here for the Mountaineers, approaching 2 minutes left to go. Richmond has it. Moves over to the left wing. Francis, oh, nice pass underneath. They're going to dish it back to the top here. Golden. Hands it over. Gilliard going to shoot the three. No good, rattled out. Rebound, Sheway. It's a big board there. Minute 50 left to go before halftime. West Virginia has it at the right wing. McBride. Step back three. In the air. Got it. Money there by Miles McBride. Dialing up the three ball. And they are just legit hitting everything so far. 46-28. McBride perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Richmond double teamed. That ball tipped. Stolen away. Here to go. West Virginia 3-on-1. Lob over the top. Boom. Oscar Sheway gets the alley-oop jam. That's good for 2. This is getting out of control. 48-28. Sheway showing up in a big way. Oh, pass at half court, stolen again. Here to go, right baseline, throwing it down. West Virginia showed up to play today, man. Miles McBride with a steal. Back-to-back steals, turns into 4 straight points in transition. There you go, 50-28 with a minute 13 remaining right now. Wow. This defense showed up huge so far, forcing 11 Richmond turnovers in the first half. Have they been impressive? Wow. What a statement game here for Bob Huggins' squad. We're going to go on a timeout. Wow. 50-28. This game legit, like a couple minutes ago, was single digits. And now it's a 22-point lead as we're going to go on a timeout. Part of a 9-zip run over 1 minute for West Virginia. So there you go, Dogfather cashing it in there. So we got 73 plus for the first there. That's great, man. Glad that he's able to get that total there. He's got 146 plus for the game. Very well could happen here. West Virginia breaking out for 50 in the first half, and we still got 1 minute left to play before halftime. 50-28. So 78 total on the board, and that's a quick timeout as we are right back into it. 50-28 now. 1 minute left to go. West Virginia has the ball. They throw it over the top, and it's going to get deflected in transition. Richmond able to tip that one out of bounds by Nathan Kao. Did they show up for this game? My, oh my. Part of a 16-1 run by West Virginia over the last 2 minutes and 25 seconds. West Virginia gets the inbound at the left baseline. O'Neal. As he is guarded by Gilliard. Turnaround jumper, left baseline. That's difficult, and he hit it. Sean McNeil making everything right now. 52-28. 45 seconds left to go. Half-court presses on by West Virginia. Richmond able to break that. They've been having a lot of trouble able to get past that today. They have it at the left corner perimeter. This is part of an 18-1 run for the Mountaineers right now. Golden bounce pass to the cutter. That's contact, and that's going to be a charge. West Virginia sets their feet, takes the charge right in the post off of Richmond trying to cut to the basket, and the clock will stop with 32 seconds left to go. Dogfather here needs West Virginia to go hard right now, putting up a 52 spot on the board. What a game for West Virginia so far. Blake Francis going to check out of the game. Mountaineers still hungry for more. They're going to get the inbounds. They need this game to just help them out a ton, and they are using it to their advantage, making shots left and right. They're playing with a ton of confidence. Mountaineers have it at the left wing. Dribble's now top of the key. They'll pass it over to the left wing. They're going to take a high arcing three. No good off the Top of the backboard, that's going to go out of bounds. The refs say clock will start with 10.6 seconds. Yeah, Jason puts out Kentucky proved to him yesterday they have heart. They're just young. They're going to get better and better, man, throughout the course of the season. But where they going to go to? Olivier Sarr. That's exactly where they going to go to. Need to get the big fella open. Richmond takes the 3, no good. They're able to cut to the basket, though, and get the offensive putback. That's good for 2. And West Virginia just launches a full court shot at the horn right there, as that is off the top of the backboard. No good as we go into halftime. 52-30. So West Virginia coming out playing today, firing on all cylinders in that first half. 6 for 9 from the perimeter, 23 for 35 shooting from the fields. This team struggled scoring this season. They only shot the ball around 39% from the floor, and man, coming out today 66% in the first half for the West Virginia Mountaineers, and dialing up the 3 ball in a big way right now. Is they currently at halftime, they got one player in double figures. That's Miles McBride. He's got 16 points. Sean McNeil with 9. And 8 points by Oscar Sheway. Sheway looking good here today. 4 for 5 in the post. Who did I got in this one? I predicted West Virginia today. What's good, Santino? Welcome to the stream, man. He's looking for Richmond here for this one to make a huge comeback here. Of course, got to play 40 minutes of basketball. We'll see what happens in the second half. Touchdown Bears, it looks like. Chicago looking good. We'll keep you guys posted at halftime what's going on in college basketball, NFL. My prediction was West Virginia 73, Richmond 67. So that was my prediction. And Richmond's going to need like a miracle comeback in this one. Down by 22 at the half. Wow. Chicago touchdown. They're up against the Texans. 14-0. So Mitchell Trubisky on the board with a touchdown pass. By the way, he's a perfect 8 for 8 passing against the Houston defense. Dallas Cowboys leading the Bengals 10-0 to score there. Dolphins, wow, they are up 10-0 against the Chiefs. Tua with a touchdown pass. Oh, man. I actually dropped the Dolphins defense for this week because I thought that game could have been a shootout. There's, of course, still a lot of time, but that doesn't look good early on there from my perspective. Cardinals lead the Giants 3-0. Vikings up against the Buccaneers 6-0. Broncos lead the Panthers 6-0. And then Tennessee over the Jaguars right now 7-0. So those are games currently going on. As right now we're just at halftime. As far as college basketball games, tight one. We'll keep you guys posted. Western Kentucky leading Rhode Island only by 1 though. 55-54 to score. Indiana all over North Alabama 76-39. And Northeastern with 5 minutes left to play up by 8 against UMass 65-57. Wright State today all over Bowling Green 81-62. Michigan State pulling away leads Oakland 88-68. Hey, thanks so much, Chris S. brother. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, things are going better. He lived a great life. He lived to 98, so he was 98 years old, and he passed on Friday. And it was really sad, but he lived a great life, and he was actually healthy. Like he was healthy, he was walking around, he was fine. And about like a month ago, he was walking around the house at night and he slipped and he fell, and then he had to go to the hospital. And they did surgery. He injured his hip, so they did surgery on his hip. And while at the hospital when they were doing surgery, he came down with a virus, and he passed away back on Friday night. It's just absolutely devastating, but he lived a great life at 98 years old. Yeah, how in the world are the Dolphins winning? 10-0. Oh, man. 10-0 Miami. They also got an interception off of Patrick Mahomes. I probably shouldn't have dropped the Dolphins defense. By the way, Cowboys just scored another touchdown. Andy Dalton looking good. 9 for 11. 92 passing yards. Touchdown pass. 17-0 Cowboys over the Bengals. So, we'll be back later tonight as well. First NBA preseason game, Lakers versus Clippers. Feel free to stop on board for that one. Patrick Mahomes has 2 picks. Wow. If you guys are new to the stream, spike that thumbs up. Since we're at halftime right now, hit the like, hit the subscribe. ring that notification bell as well. Really appreciate y'all for being a part here on Behind the Arc Basketball once again. What's good, Bradley? Welcome back here, man. But this just all West Virginia. Too good, coming up firing in the first half, making their shots. Able to get open and forcing turnovers. That has been huge. 16 points by Miles McBride. He's only played 13 minutes. He scored those 16 points as he sat out on the bench early. 7 for 8. So Huggins was telling him something that he got pulled really early into the game. Must have motivated McBride because he came back and he was just became a big bucket here in a big way. Hey, thanks so much, Dogfather. Appreciate it, man. He wants to see me at Barstool someday, it looks like. Yeah, dude, the Dolphins' defense looking legit. Am I going to concede? I'm not going to concede to the final whistle. Not until Aaron Rodgers finishes his fantasy week. Let's see how I'm doing on fantasy, though. I'm going to take a look at my fantasy score going on right now. 24-8, so I'm not going to concede just yet. I only got 3 players playing right now, too. DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Davis, and Evan Ingram. So yeah, I still have a flex. I still have my running back 1, my wide receiver 2. Not going to concede, and it's going to come down, I feel like, because Vaughn's got DK Metcalf, and I've got Tyler Lockett. It's going to come down to whoever Russ cooks the best in that game with. Because Tyler Lockett, he has some games that he's like inconsistent with, and then other games he just booms and goes off. I remember there was a game that got me like 53 fantasy points in, and Jets are pretty bad against slot receivers there. So yeah, Seahawks against Jets today. Jets are one of the worst teams in trying to contain slot receivers. So Tyler Lockett could very well have a massive game there. It depends. I think all around the Seahawks are going to have a huge game. It all depends on who's going to have the biggest type of game there. If it's going to be Metcalf or going to be Lockett in that one. And then also got Aaron Rodgers later today as well. So yeah, not going to concede until those two play for me today, because those two produce at a high level there. But yeah, Pat Mahomes only got 2 incompletions, both of them interceptions, man. So yeah, I'm taking a look at his stats right now. 8 for 10, 121 passing yards, and 2 picks. Hey, what's good, Brady? Welcome to the stream once again, man. Glad to have you back on the channel. Texans just scored. Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass. First of the game for Houston, 14-7. Bears lead it. Dogfather's in a one money league, finished in the top, so he's got a bye this week. Honestly, has no idea how he finished in the top. Wow. Yeah, Cardinals-Giants, that's a really low-scoring game, 3-0. Broncos up against the Panthers, 6-zip. Tennessee leads the Jaguars 7-0. So we actually got 14 NFL games for a Sunday, which is huge. Brady thinks that Richmond will be a team that looks good on paper, won't be able to go far in the tournament. I think it all depends on the matchups here for Richmond. This West Virginia team, man, they just hitting all their shots so far. And the thing about West Virginia, this team is big. They got 2 really good bigs on this team. And Richmond is, for this team, for Richmond, they're more of a smaller type of team for the Spiders, but they're more like scrappy defensively, and they can force turnovers. That's where I feel like West Virginia's in the same category as St. Louis. I would really love to see those 2 teams match up in the tournament. That would be a good like Sweet 16 matchup, West Virginia against St. Louis. Both of those teams got really good solid bigs. They can score, and they can also defend at a high level. Whereas Richmond's, they're good when they force turnovers. That's the thing for Richmond. And when they turn over the basketball, they've been panicking a lot so far, because reason why they haven't been able to get past the half-court press by West Virginia. West Virginia's been able to double-team them. They have turned it over quite a bit in that first half, and that was the problem for Richmond. Led to 8 West Virginia steals. Richmond turned over the basketball 12 times in that first half alone. What do I think about the Knicks in their game? I did not see that actually for the Knicks there, but I heard that Obi Toppin did pretty well for his first game. It's only preseason. I saw some of the highlights there though. RJ Barrett had a rough start to start out, but it's how you finish in that game, and that's what RJ Barrett was able to do. I really like RJ Barrett for this year. I think he's gonna be on to like a breakout sophomore campaign this year for RJ Barrett. They got such a young team for the Knicks. Oof, Drew Lock just got popped. Ouch. Dolphins 10-7 now. So yeah, Chiefs. It doesn't take a long time for Kansas City to score. They can put up points in just a flash of a moment. It's exactly what they did. So Tyreek Hill, reason why, 32-yard touchdown rush, able to get. I wasn't able to see the play here since I'm looking at ESPN right now, but if I had to guess, it's probably a jet sweep. Most likely, if you're able to get a 32-yard touchdown rush, get the edge off of a jet sweep. If it was, great play call there for the Chiefs. Eric Bieniemy, congrats to that right there, because that is a great play call to get some motivation for your team to get some points on the board. Actually, I didn't see Miles Bridges there, so yeah, feel free to let me know what he did, Vegas. Hey, what's good, Landon? Welcome on the stream, man. Yep, Golden State played first preseason game. Got the W last night. That's awesome, dude. Okay, I was right on that. So Tyreek Hill, jet sweep touchdown for 32 yards. Hey, what's good, Lucas? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Right now, we're just at halftime. We'll be back in a little bit, everybody, for the second half. So West Virginia closed out that first half, part of an 18-3 run. They closed that out on. Yep, Tyreek Hill just way too fast. Too good on the jet sweep. I'm hanging in there, Lucas. Doing much better than yesterday, but yeah, hanging in there. It's you guys are awesome for being a part here and supporting my streams. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it was really sad. My 98-year-old grandfather passed away on Friday night. He was at the hospital, and it was just really sad. The whole story how he passed away, because he was healthy too, and it was about a month ago where he got up in the middle of the night. He was roaming the house at like 4 a.m. He slipped and he fell. He injured his hip, and then he had to go to the hospital, and then they had to do surgery on his hip, and then during his time in the hospital he caught the virus. He tested positive, and then he passed away on Friday night. So just really sad, but he lived a great life. He was 98 years old, and that's all that matters, is that he lived a great life and was a good man. And the sad part's for my father, because my aunt passed away around like 45 days ago. We went to the funeral. It was really sad. And now my my grandfather, passed away on Friday. It's really sad to see. Hey, what's good, Brad? Welcome to the stream, man. Do I do Clemson? I've done a couple Clemson games before. If they come up over on ESPN or so, when I'm around, I'll cover Clemson. But man, they've been looking so good this year, man. I think they got a chance to be ranked in the top 25 come Monday for Clemson. I'm interested in knowing though what the schedule is coming up. I remember last time I covered Clemson was when they took on Duke last year. They had that big upset over Duke. So great start for Clemson, 5-0. But some of these teams off to great starts, and the thing about Clemson is they just won against Alabama. They're putting together Power 5 victories all over the map. Mississippi State, Purdue, Maryland, Alabama. This defense for Clemson, absolutely legit. They have a game. Wow, they have a national game here. ABC against Florida State on January 23rd. So if I'm around on that day, Saturday, January 23rd, that's at 3 o'clock Eastern. If both of those teams keep on tracking in the top 25, and there's no better game than that, maybe I'll cover Clemson that day. And they'll probably put on more games over on ESPN for Clemson or national TV. Right now, they only have 3 games. Like the next 3 is ACC Network, SEC Network, then ACC Network or so for Clemson. But yeah, great start to the season for them. They're one of my biggest surprises this season. Hey, thanks so much, Lucas and Dogfather. Really appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, how in the world is Gordon Hayward doing better with the Hornets there? It's just one preseason game. We're going to go to the second half, folks, in just a moment here, guys. I cover college basketball games for play-by-play. Also NBA games as well. I'll be back for an NBA preseason game later tonight. We're going to cover Lakers against Clippers, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, so feel free to stop on board for that one. If you're new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. West Virginia, just absolute fire in the first half, 66% shooting. Good to see as this team was struggling shooting throughout this season so far, around like 39% from the floor shooting, but this game right here just lights out, 23 for 35, shooting 6 for 9 from the outside. We start off the second half now. Richmond, they go left to right in the court. The Spiders get the basketball to start out the second half. West Virginia, by the way, ended the first half in an 18-1 run. Pass inside underneath. Richmond gonna put it up. That's good for 2 off the backboard by Nathan Ko. So 20-point game. A lot in the comeback tank here for Richmond. First possession now for West Virginia. 19.5 left to go. Top of the key, Miles McBride, the leading scorer with 16. They pass it out to the right baseline. McNeil floats it out to the right wing. Hands it over McBride here at the top of the key, guarded by Gilliard. That's going to be the matchup to look out for. Leading scorer with 16 going up against the number 3 ball stealer in the nation as McBride launches and gets the courtesy bounce of the rim, as that is good for a deep 2 there by West Virginia. That could have very well been a 3. They're going to say it's a deep 2. His foot was on the line, though. First minute through, second half. Richmond basketball. They have it at the right corner. Takes the 3. It's up, no good off the back rim. Tyler Burton missed it. Offensive rebound. They have it, though. Turns the corner, drives inside, puts it up, no good. Tipped around. Rebound, Mountaineers. West Virginia with a rebound margin going to them. Or actually, it's going to Richmond, 16-13. West Virginia with only 1 offensive board, and that's because they made 67% of their shots so far. We got a foul here, and the post clock will stop with 18:42. I plan on covering Louisville, NC State on Wednesday if that game does happen. Hopefully, Bradley. I hope so. I have no clue when the services are going to be for my grandfather, though, this week. So we're supposed to find out tomorrow when the services are. We don't know if it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It's probably going to be at night, most likely. So we don't know when. I remember the last time it was from like 4:30 to 7 or something like that for my aunt back in October. Both of the free throws, those are good at the line, 56-32. But yeah, I'll have to take it day by day. So I'll be back streaming tonight, and then after today, there's a lot of question marks for next week because I don't know my schedule just yet. But it'll become clearer throughout the course of the week. Richmond has it. Inside jumper. Takes it. No good. Hit the front rim. And West Virginia going to come up with a rebound with a foul as well. It's going to be picked up by Richmond. Sheway with a big board. Yeah, no problem, man. And we're supposed to get snow up here, too. I think like a huge snowstorm or like a foot, maybe even more. I think it's supposed to come on Thursday, the big storm. So I don't know if it's going to be bringing down like a lot of winds once again, if I'm going to lose power or not either, but hopefully not. 18-10 left to go, second half. West Virginia has it. Up by 24. Sheway at the free throw circle. He's open. He's going to hand it over, though, into the hands of McBride. Dribbles towards the right wing perimeter. Pass over to Sheway. Over to Culver. Dips it under to Sheway. Got it blocked. Able to get it back, and that's good for 2. Hey, what's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it, bud, for stopping on by. 17:50 left to go. All West Virginia. They're doing a great job able to score at a really good clip throughout this game so far. Richmond has the left baseline. Culver and Sheway guarding off the double team, and that's going to be a foul picked up. Derek Culver with the personal. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up at the line here by Nathan Ko of Richmond. Hey, thanks so much, Larry. Welcome back on the stream, man. I appreciate it, bud, for stopping on board. First free throw, Nathan Ko hits it. 58-33 the score. If you guys are new to the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well as I cover play-by-play basketball. Second free throw, no good. Richmond going to take a 3 left corner off the mark, no good. And rebound back to West Virginia. Mountaineers push up the court wide open, catch and shoot 3. McNeil launches and he gets it. Big triple right there. Richmond's defense caught sleeping. And Sean McNeil with double figures now, 12 points, perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Richmond not able to get it past the double team right corner. West Virginia with a steal up the court, and Derek Culver throwing it down with a right-handed flush. Mountaineers too good in this game, 63-33. Largest lead by 30 right now, total massacre. Richmond goes inside, missed it, offensive rebound, and they're going to put it back. That's good for 2 by Golden. Man, West Virginia just too good with a double-team defense today. Going to cut into the lane. Lob over the top. Sheway couldn't get it, though. Pass got denied in the key. Here they go, 2-on-1. Richmond. Pass. Right baseline. Puts it up. 2-eye off the backboard. Great defense by West Virginia. That should have been 2 more extra points on the board by Richmond, and they couldn't convert. They had a 2-on-1, and the shot off the layup was high off the backboard. West Virginia has it back, slowing tempo. Top of the free throw circle. Culver hands it over to McNeil. Dishes out to the left wing. Now into the hands of Matthews. He had it, bounce pass, but it gets stolen. Here to go, 2-on-1 once again. Richmond pass into the key, and finally they lay it up, and in that time they're able to get it down. That's good for 2. Yep, this game beginning right now is a blowout. Gilliard with 7, West Virginia. McNeil shovels it out to the right corner. McBride has it. 16 minutes remaining. McBride at the left elbow. Moves it over to McNeil. McNeil at the right wing, passes now, right elbow into the hands of Culver. That gets pickpocketed. Culver thought it was a foul, but the refs say play on. It's stolen away by Richmond. Transitional 3. Off the back iron, no good, tipped up. Richmond tries to save it, but they put the ball back into the wrong hands. West Virginia gets the steal. West Virginia with 15.5 left to go. They've made down 7 triples out of 10 attempts. This game all belongs to the Mountaineers. Deuce McBride guarded at the right wing. He passes now into the hands of Sheway. Sheway looking to hand it off. He does. McBride has it top of the key. Shot fake. Pass gets deflected. Fight for the basketball. Richmond has another steal. Here they go. Spiders going to take another 3. Left wing perimeter. That one's off the mark. Can't hit the outside shots. And West Virginia comes up with a rebound as we have a player down for the Mountaineers too. That was a hard foul right there. Rebounding foul by Grant Golden. And on the ground now for West Virginia, I think that's Emmett Matthews, number 11. He is down hard. We're going to go to a timeout. So they take us straight to a timeout. Hopefully Emmett Matthews is okay. All right, so right now on the timeout here, did I hear about the FDA approving the Pfizer vaccine? Yes. So looks like we're going to get that tomorrow, looks like. Shipment day today. So 63-37 in the second half currently in this one. 15:07 left to go currently on the timeout. If you guys are new to the stream, spike that thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. Hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you like to be notified about future live streams here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Feel free to check out the Discord as well. Also my Twitter on @thesportsdish14 at my Twitter page, and also feel free to check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise. All 3 of those links that I posted in the description of this video below. What would be my reaction if Missouri doesn't get ranked on Monday? That would be just unfortunate there. That would be devastating, dude. Missouri totally deserves to get ranked after beating Illinois. They deserve to be ranked, and they deserve to be ranked around the top 15. So, there's going to be teams falling back. There's going to be teams falling out. Let's see here. I'm going to take a look at what the AP is right now. By the way, Michigan State has beaten Oakland. Wow. 109-91 the final. It's a lot of points. Hopefully you took the over there if you bet on that one. Teams moving back. Creighton lost against Kansas earlier this week. They're going to be moving back quite a bit. West Virginia is going to be moving out. So, no, Virginia Tech's going to, Virginia Tech's going to be moving out. So, Virginia Tech, bye-bye. No longer the AP Top 25. West Virginia will move up to the top 10. They're going to soar past Duke. Duke's out of there. Duke's going to be at the very bottom of the top 25, probably. Because they'll be favored. They're not even in my top 25 rankings for Duke. Creighton will be out of the top 10. And Illinois will probably be out of the top 10 as well. Which will lead to new top 10 teams. West Virginia for certain. Tennessee, Wisconsin, I would have there as well. Richmond getting beat down right now. If this game... Oh, yeah, Arizona State. Arizona State as well. They're going to be out. That's going to lead to new teams coming in. And I think new teams coming in this week. Missouri, number 1, is definitely going to get in there. They're going to be around the 15 line, I feel like, in place of where Virginia Tech is way too high. And then Xavier and Clemson. Those are 2 other teams I feel like that deserve to be in there. Also St. Louis. Xavier, Clemson, St. Louis. Do I think that Louisville will fall out since they didn't play a game and teams are moving in? No. I think Louisville will be able to still retain their top 25 rankings. So Virginia Tech, Arizona State, those are 2 teams that's definitely going to fall out of there. And maybe another one. Duke's at 2-2. I don't think they're going to fall out, though, because I feel like the AP guys are going to just keep Duke in there. But they'll be back in the back half of the 20s, probably like 22, 23 for Duke most likely. So we are back into it, 63-37. Looks like the Bears in the red zone again. Vaughn's banking on a David Montgomery rushing touchdown to help out his fantasy team. Taz Sherman got fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. First one, no good, rattled out, missed free throw by West Virginia. All Mountaineers today. Also, Richmond. Richmond's going to fall to the top 25 if this game continues at this clip. If it continues at this clip, they're going to fall right out of there. Because this is just it's a huge blowout right now. They're going to bring this back to single digits if they want to be ranked this week. Second free throw, that's good. And you're looking at a West Virginia team that definitely needs to be bounced up there inside the top 10 for sure this coming Monday. 14.5 left to go. Richmond has it, trailing by a bunch. They have it around the right wing perimeter, Gilliard. Bounce past the Golden right baseline, guarded by Culvers. He backs his way in there. Golden now double teamed. Moves it over to the top. They take a 3 straight away. Burton hits it. Knocks it down. Puts it to a 24-point game. West Virginia has it. As they get it right past the Richmond double team. And now they'll move it back to the top of the key. So that ball goes into the hands of Asaboyan here. Gabe Asaboyan, top of the key, slides over to the right wing perimeter. Moves out to the right corner. West Virginia has it. Back to Asaboyan here at the top. Moves it over to the right wing. They're going to jack up a 3. That one's off the mark. Isaiah Cottrell missed it. Offensive rebound. West Virginia underneath. Couldn't get it. And we get a foul picked up. It's going to be by Richmond. So personal foul picked up on number 15 for Richmond, Matt Grace. Clock will stop with 13:49. Yeah, Vaughn is shocked that Richmond's getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm shocked too, man. I knew it would be a bad matchup for Richmond, but I didn't think that it would be this bad of a matchup, and I did not expect West Virginia to be shooting lights out like this right now. Like, able to sustain throughout the entirety of this game to shoot the ball at 67%. They're 27 from 40 shooting. Man, like, I don't know where this offense has come from, man. But it has showed up today. West Virginia missed both of their free throws to the line. Those were no good by Cottrell. It gets rebounded by Richmond. Richmond going to take it up the court, and we get another foul picked up. It's going to be by West Virginia. It's going to send 2 free throws coming up at the line here. Richmond getting their bench players into the game. This is number 22, Andre Gustafson, shooting 2. Yeah, I agree, Jason. West Virginia, really good team. This team's got 2 legit bigs on them. They can play defense, and unlike last season, they finally find some 3-point shooters. They get some three-point shooters here, and Sean McNeil's been huge this year shooting from three. He's been clutch whenever they need him. That free throw is up, and that's good. 64-41, 13:40 left to go. West Virginia has it. That's going to be a foul here in the backcourt. Richmond picks it up. Quick scoreboard update, college basketball, for you guys in just a moment. Michigan State winners today over Oakland. Iowa just tipped off against Northern Illinois. That game's tied up at 8. Luka Garza with 2 out of the 8 points, a rebound and a block. And Michigan up against Penn State 11-6. 64-41 the score. West Virginia now with the basketball back. By the way, Northeastern has won against UMass 78-75. And not a good day for New England teams here. My URI Rams fall to 3-4. They lost to Western Kentucky. Really good team there for Western Kentucky. They lost to today on the road 68-65. So that's a tight game too. Indiana over North Alabama 87-52. 13:15 left to go. Richmond has it at the right wing perimeter for the Spiders. Top of the key into the hands of Golden. We get the foul picked up, and or actually they're going to say travel with it. So Grant Golden travel with it. The ball is going to go right back over to West Virginia. And Michigan State won today against Oakland 109-91. So a lot of points in that game today. By the way, Vanderbilt's losing to Mississippi Valley State 12-9. So we'll keep you guys posted. Mississippi Valley State takes the lead, though, over a Power 5. 13 minutes remain. West Virginia jumper, no good off the mark. Rebound, Richmond. Here goes the Spiders to the right elbow. Moves it over to the right baseline to Golden. Golden backs his way in there. That ball taken away. It's on the ground and a hustle play. Mountaineers come up with a steal pass ahead of the pack, and they're going to jam it down with a right-handed flush right there. Points off of turnovers for the Mountaineers as they just keep on cashing them home today. 12:30 left to go. Total. Just beat down in this one. Richmond left corner 3, able to let it fly, and they knock it down. West Virginia has it back, takes it past half court. Sherman moves it back to the top here, into the hands of McCabe. As he's going to set it up, 15 on the shot clock as we approach the 12-minute mark left to go. Gilliard coming up with a steal, though, from behind. And Richmond will float it up. Before that, though, a foul picked up here as the clock will stop with 12:03. So Tyler Burton going to check out of the game. It's going to be Richmond basketball as they inbound it here with under 12 left to go. Spiders have it now at the left wing. Blake Francis moves it back to the top of the key. Kurarisi back into the game here in place of Burton. He dribble drives inside, and that will be a foul. West Virginia blocking foul. It's going to lead to 2 free throws coming up by Solomon Kurarisi. Ooh, does anybody know what famous wideout went to Mississippi Valley State? Ooh. I have no clue. Right now we're going to go on a timeout. I'm shocked that they produce famous type of famous players over at Mississippi Valley State there for basketball more. So I wonder if there's ever been a player to like go to the NBA from Mississippi Valley State before. Wow, Hall of Famer. So right now we're on the timeout here. All West Virginia, by the way, 66-44 currently the score. If you guys are new to the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Really would like to thank you guys for being a part, supporting these streams here. This is my first stream on the 2 today. I'll be back later tonight, by the way, for the Lakers versus Clippers NBA preseason. That will tip off at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time later tonight. So we'll be back. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So Jerry Rice went to Mississippi Valley State. Man. Wow. Would have never guessed it there. Larry putting out here, December loss equals March win. Really early on in the season. Of course, we're going to see all these teams either get better and better and better, or we're going to see these teams get worse and worse and worse. And we've seen that with some of these teams so far. I've seen it throughout this week alone with Kansas. Kansas beat a non-Division I school by, like, just over, like, 20 points or so when they should have been, like, blowing them out by, like, a huge margin, like 40-50. And then they barely held on to North Dakota State. Well, this week, Kansas able to have a really good win against Creighton. They looked much better, and they destroyed Omaha on Friday. And Jalen Wilson is breaking out in a huge way. Him and Christian Brown have broken out. And I've seen already progress from them throughout the week. And then also for teams that's really struggling here, that's gotten worse and worse. I've seen it with Boston College. They got blown out yesterday against Syracuse. They got blown out against Florida. They had a great start to the season where they took Villanova down to the wire. They could have won that game. And yeah, they got blown out once again yesterday. Hey, what's good, Carl Johan? Welcome to the stream, man. Any bets to put on here last second? I would probably do if there's like an over for the second half here or so, or if there's a over under that's still in play. I'd have to take the over right there. I think Richmond will be able to make a little bit of a comeback in this one, but West Virginia has been able to sustain their shooting throughout this game. So we were just in a timeout. Feel free to check out the Discord. Also, my Twitter I put out there, as well as Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise. All three of those are in the description of this video as well. So, going to go right back into it here, folks. 66-44, all West Virginia today. Shooting the ball in an absolute clinic from the floor. 66% here, 28 for 42 shooting. So here we go, right back into it. 11:45 left to go. Mountaineers get the basketball off the inbound. They take it past half court. At the top of the key, Deuce McBride moves it over to the left wing perimeter. It's 156. Yeah, if there's a last second bet on that, I definitely take the over for that. Left baseline here into the hands of Cottrell. Yes, I would go over 156. Because we have about like 11 minutes left to go. Richmond has it at the right corner perimeter. They're going to move it over to the top of the key. Pass now left corner perimeter. Moves it over inside, floats it up, and that's going to be contact in the fall. So Richmond will go to the free throw line, shoot two. So it looks like 110 right now. So we got free throws coming up here by Richmond. First shot, that one's up, that one's good. 66-45 to score. I think that Richmond's going to fight back a little bit, but they'll probably lose by double-digit points, but I see them losing probably more like 12 or 13. That they'll be able to add some more points on the board. Second free throw good. We got 11-12 left to go here in a second. West Virginia gets the inbounds. Double teams as they move it right past the double team. And now into the hands of Cottrell as he passes to the right corner. West Virginia, no good, rattled out. Ball deflected up in the air, and it's going to be a defensive rebound by Richmond. Spiders have the basketball now with under 11 left to go. Richmond moves it over right corner. Now they dribble inside the post, moves it back to the left corner, shoots the three. That's up, no good. Hit the front rim, rebound West Virginia. Mountaineers pass up ahead of the pack. 1 minute beat, and they do. Lays it up and in for two by Cottrell. Back to a 22-point Mountaineer lead. Richmond at the left wing. Pass over to the left baseline. Golden has it. Floats it out to the top of the key, back over to Golden here at the left baseline. As he dribbles free throw circle. Gustafson passes right corner. Gilliard bounce pass underneath. Gonna put it up, and they're gonna say no blocking foul. There's that slam dunk was just missed by Richmond. West Virginia has the left baseline. Pro hop Culver. Culver puts it up, and he gets blocked from behind. It's gonna be a blocking foul. It's gonna send Derek Culver to the free throw line, shoot two. Oh wow, Chiefs up 14-10. Doesn't shock me. They know how to put points on the board in a hurry. So Pat Mahomes touchdown pass. Travis Kelce looks like caught that one. So Chiefs up 14-10. Cardinals leading 13-zip over the Giants. Buccaneers up against the Vikings 14-6. with a Tom Brady touchdown pass, Dalvin Cook touchdown run for the Vikings. Scotty Miller with a touchdown catch of 48 yards. At halftime, Cowboys over the Bengals 17-7. And then Bears looking good. Up against the Texans 23-7. 2 free throws to the line. First one's good by Derek Culver. Second free throw, got that one as well. Absolute blowout here. 70-46. Richmond takes it past half court. Moves it over left wing. Shot fake back to the top here. Gustafsson flicks it out to the right corner. They're going to go catch and shoot 3. Francis no good off the mark. They are really struggling from 3 today for Richmond. 3 for 16 from the perimeter compared to West Virginia, 7 for 12 from the outside. West Virginia has it. Left wing perimeter. McBride moves it over. Free throw circle. Entry pass into lane. Sheway guarded underneath. Sheway puts it up and no good. Fight for the rebounds. And Richmond will have it with 9.5 left to go. Spiders take it past half court. Gilliard has it. Top of the key. Moves it over to Golden. Golden back over to Gilliard. Shoots the 3 open. Couldn't get it. They're just stone cold from the outside for Richmond today. 9:15 left to go, all West Virginia. Mountaineers take it past half court. Dribble drive. Floats it up. That's no good. Too strong. Tip. And it's going to get rebounded by Richmond here. Richmond takes up the court. They're going to leave it in transition. Shoots the 3. They got it there. Blake Francis perimeter triple. Jacob Gilliard with an assist. Good leave off right there for Gilliard. Still down by a bunch. West Virginia has it, left corner. Back to the left wing. By the way, breaking news, Auburn football has just fired head coach Gus Malzahn. So that being official right there according to ESPN. Inside the post, puts it up. That's good for 2 by West Virginia. 72-49. Deuce McBride having a big game for him today. Leading scorer with 20 points, 9 for 11, shooting from the floor. Richmond, right baseline, floats it up and in. That's good off the glass. This game picked up a little bit for past couple of possessions now. West Virginia has it. Mountaineers, top of the key. Moves it over to the left wing. Into the hands of Jalen Bridges. Passes over free throw circle. Derek Culver. Back outside of McBride. McBride, entry pass now with the left elbow. Backs his way. Turnaround jumper, left baseline. No good off the mark, West Virginia. Fight for the rebound. And Sheway, too strong. Gets the rebound and underneath. Puts it up. And that's good off the turnaround by Oscar. 74-51. Looking good. 12 points, 5 boards today by Oscar Sheway. Richmond drives inside. Puts it up. That will be a blocking foul, though. West Virginia commits the blocking foul. Jalen Bridges, number 2. It's going to be a timeout taken on the court. Richmond will go to the free throw line after the timeout shoot 2. We got 7:38 left to go. Alright, so right now back on this timeout. Looks like they called a pass interference with no time left to go on the clock. And basically gave the Bucks 3 points. Ouch. Yeah, big oof for Auburn football this year. Yeah, Tom Brady getting ready to sling it 50 yards before the half, and big pass interference call. Oof. So, quick scoreboard update. NFL Buccaneers up at the half against the Vikings, 17-6. Broncos lead it at the half against the Panthers, 13-7. Texans over the Jaguars, 17-3. St. Louis is winning the A-10. Totally agree with that tie. St. Louis, I feel like, is a team that is going to bust a lot of people's brackets in the tournament. They should be ranked this week for St. Louis. They should really be ranked. Missouri, St. Louis, it's going to be a big Missouri week, it looks like, for this week for those two teams. Cardinals up against the Giants, 13-0. Cowboys lead over the Bengals, 17-7. All Bears. Bears up against the Texans, 23-7. Mitch Trubisky he's got the same amount of incompletions as touchdown passes. 15 for 17, only 2 incomplete passes, 143 yards, 2 touchdown passes. David Montgomery, Allen Robinson having themselves a great game, and both of those players are on my opponent's fantasy football team. So yeah, not looking like a good start for me in the fantasy football playoffs here. Not when your opponent's got David Montgomery and Allen Robinson on their roster, but somehow I'm not really that far behind somehow. I'm looking at mine. Looks like Mike Davis must have got a touchdown. somehow. That's a good plug and play. Yeah, wow. I'm glad I didn't go Devontae Parker. He has no fantasy points. Wow. Yeah, Bradley's Broncos winning currently. That should be a close game throughout. They just going into halftime right now. Broncos up against the Panthers 13-7. Quick college basketball scoreboard update. Michigan leads Penn State 21-14. Vanderbilt finally able to break it over Mississippi Valley State. Vanderbilt leading now 27-20. Marshall leading Ohio, the team that took Illinois down to the wire. Marshall looking to go 4-0. They lead early on against Ohio, 27-19. Michigan State today, big W over Oakland. They gave up a lot of points in the process, though. 109-91 the final. They allowed 36 points from Rashad Williams from Oakland today. Indiana won against North Alabama 87-52. Western Kentucky over URI 68-65. And Northeastern over UMass 78-75. So, yeah, not a good day today for my two teams from the A10 with URI and UMass. Just unfortunate for the two today. Hopefully we can see them in the tournament, but that's not going to help out their resume, especially UMass losing to Northeastern today. So we're back from a timeout right now. 2 free throws coming up for Richmond at the line. First free throw up. That's good. 74-52. We got 7:38 left to go. Pat Mahomes thrown 2 picks. 1 touchdown, and Chiefs are winning 14-10. Yeah, I heard he had 2 early picks in that game. Richmond, second free throw, no good off the mark. They get the offensive rebound, and we get another foul picked up. It's going to be by Cottrell. As he picks up the personal. Clock will stop with 7:32. That's his third personal by Isaiah Cottrell. Yeah, that's a tough game, Vegas, against Western Kentucky. That's one that they should have won, though. It's really not looking good for URI's resume. You had to win at least one of those games for URI there. Western Kentucky, Arizona State, Wisconsin, they had their chances. And now it's going to come down. The only way that they can make it to the tournament is they got to beat St. Louis and Richmond. And they have to make it into a deep, like really deep into the A10 tournament if it happens. Both free throws go down by Richmond, 74-54. So not good early start for them. 7:20 left to go. Right corner. Richmond has it as they dribble drive inside. Now floats it up. That's good. And they get contact in the foul as well. It's going to send Blake Francis to shoot one coming up at the free throw line. As he scored right there off the hook and the key. So Richmond coming back a little bit. They have cut down the deficit to 18 currently. Still down by a lot, though. So we have 7:18 left to go. They're going to shoot one at the line. Isaiah Cottrell checks out of the game with 4 personals now. And one coming up at the line by Richmond. And that's no good off the back iron. West Virginia gets the rebounds. Still dribble past half court. Miles McBride here. Has it right after the half court logo, guarded by Francis. Top of the key. McBride moves it over to the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass now, free throw circle into the hands of Culver. Passes to the cutter, and that's just too good right there. Right baseline, Emmett Williams throwing it down right there with a two-handed flush. 6:50 left to go on the clock. West Virginia by 20. Richmond, right baseline jumper. They bank it. That's good for 2 by Blake Francis. 76-58 with 6:40 left to go. Double team, trap set in the backcourt. West Virginia able to get past that, though. Mountaineers trying to still get past the half-court logo. They do. They lob it over left baseline. Culver moves it over to the top of the key now and puts the ball back into the hands of McBride. Looks like Vaughn's victory looks very good so far. We'll see if you can sustain that. They have it now at the free throw circle. Culver makes his move in there, and he gets bumped in, and that's going to be a foul picked up. It's going to be by Richmond here. They pick up the personal. Solomon Corrisi picks up the personal, and it's going to send Richmond here. It's going to send West Virginia coming up in the bonus. Richmond also into the bonus as well. 6:15 left to go, so 2 free throws coming out West Virginia. Yeah, hope you get it, man. For Dogfather. 1-1 bonus, they missed the free throw, though. No good off the mark. It gets rebounded by Richmond. At the right wing, Richmond has the basketball. At the top of the key, spots up, takes the 3. No good. Rebound West Virginia. 6 minutes even. West Virginia going to take it past half court. Moves it into the hands of McNeil. McNeil has it, the left wing perimeter. Now he goes dribble drive inside with the left hand. Missed the layup, though. That should have been 2 points by Sean McNeil, but he missed the layup too strong. Rebound Richmond. He was able to split the double team there inside. Corrisi tried to take it inside, and he gets called for the offensive foul too. So West Virginia takes the charge, and they'll have it back. So West Virginia is going to get the inbound. Double team set up here in the backcourt. Mountaineers have the basketball. They're going to go and chuck it with a one-handed pass up the court. They do. Slides over to McNeil. Clears some space. Takes a deep 2. That's up. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound right back over to Richmond. Richmond pass up the court with a big jam. Right-handed flush going down right there. Tyler Burton in transition. 16-point game. They've cut it to right now. 76-60. We're looking for the over, it looks like, for this one. Touchdown Bears. Man, Chicago just torching the Texans currently. Take you guys update on that. 30-7. Timeout taken on the court by West Virginia. So timeout taken on the court as well. And we'll be back here. Richmond making a little bit of a comeback. Still down by 16 as we'll go on the timeout. So yeah, NFL now, if you're watching Bears versus Texans, it's a big beatdown. Mitch Trubisky has the same amount of incompletions as he does his touchdown passes. 18 for 21 passing. 3 TDs by Mitch Trubisky. 178 passing yards. Wow. Allen Robinson with a touchdown catch. David Montgomery with a touchdown run. And man, what a first half for the Chicago Bears. Cowboys over the Bengals currently 20-7 to score in that game. At halftime, Chiefs over the Dolphins 14-10. Cardinals 13-zip, holding the Giants scoreless currently. Buccaneers over the Vikings 17-6 at the half. And Broncos starting out the third quarter right now up against the Panthers 13-7. Titans over the Jaguars 17-3. We get the time for this one. We have 5:18 left to go. So 5:18 remaining in this game today. Hey, what's good, Matt? Appreciate both for stopping by. Yeah, I heard about that. So Gus Malzahn's been just fired for Auburn for football head coach. No longer. Quick scoreboard update in the timeout. Michigan leading Penn State 24-19 to score. Iowa leading Northern Illinois 33-14. Luka Garza count 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for Luka Garza. All Iowa over Northern Illinois, looking like they're going to go 6-0. Marshall leading Ohio, the team that took Illinois down to the wire, 35-24. Michigan State won against Oakland today, 109-91. Indiana over North Alabama, 87-52. So yeah, right now we're just on timeout. Got a cool new timeout graphic for you guys right there that I have. If you're new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Feel free to check out the Discord. I got my Twitter down there, and also check out the Behind the Arc basketball merchandise. All 3 of those links I posted in the description of this video as well. So right now on the timeout, West Virginia up by 16. It was at one point. It was a huge lead. It was a 30-point lead, largest of the game. Everything was going down left and right in the first half for West Virginia. Second half, though, Richmond with an advantage, 30-24 in the second half. West Virginia, believe it or not, led at halftime. 52-30 was the score. They ended the half with a 18-1 run. So 5:18 remaining, second half here. So we're going to get right back into it. As we'll be back later tonight, by the way. Feel free to stop on board. Lakers versus Clippers NBA preseason. We'll be back at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, West Virginia gets the inbound. They're up by 16 with 5:10 remaining as they have the basketball back. Mountaineers have it top of the key. Matthews moves it over now to the right wing perimeter. Back over to Culver here at the free throw circle, holding it. Moves it out to the right wing once again. West Virginia passes. Jumper taken, and they make it. That's good for 2. That's Emmett Matthews able to hit that jumper there at the free throw circle. 78-60. 4:50 left to go. Richmond has it top of the key. Spiders move it over to Golden. Back outside, going to take the 3. Burton, no good off the mark. Rebound to West Virginia. Pass up the court here. As they're going to slow it down. They did have numbers for a second, though. West Virginia going to put this ball into the primary ball handler's hands. That's Deuce McBride, top of the key. Feeds it over to the left wing, over to Matthews. Matthews moves it over to Culver here, top of the free throw circle. Pass back outside to McBride. Has it the right wing over to Matthews. Takes the jumper, no good. Tipped up, offensive rebound. That's a big one for one of the top premier teams in the nation on the offensive rebounds. West Virginia gets it right back with the offensive board. 4:05 left to go. Derek Culver with a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. As we got a clock stop here with 4:06. Hey, what's good, Gold-Blooded? Welcome back on the stream, man. Who's the main talent on each team here? Main players on each team for West Virginia, it would be... They have a couple really good players for West Virginia. Oscar Tshiebwe had a huge year last year. I think he's got the best chance of being drafted out of anybody on this team for Oscar Tshiebwe. He's been off to a slow start this year, but much better game for him this season. And for Richmond, that would be Jacob Gilliard for Richmond. I think he might have the chance to be drafted this year as well for Richmond. He is number 3 in the nation in steals per game. So first free throw, West Virginia knocks it down. Second shot got it, 80-60. Also, as I update, yeah, I'm taking a look at this right now. Both of these teams got 10 fouls currently, yeah. So both of them in the double bonus right now, too. 80-60, 3:55 remaining. As there's going to be a media timeout right now. So it looks like we're going to go on a media timeout. There was a foul picked up by Taz Sherman of West Virginia. It's going to send Richmond to the double bonus, coming back shooting 2 at the free throw line. Hey, thanks so much, Gold-Blooded. Appreciate it, bud, for stopping on by. Alright, right now we're on a timeout. Vaughn's on a 3-game losing streak, but looks like there could be a chance that streak will snap. We'll see. It all depends on what goes on in that Seahawks game today. If DK Metcalf goes off for you, there's a very good chance that you're going to beat me. If Tyler Lockett then is the one to go off against the Jets, well, the flipped might script there. We will have to see. Only time will tell. All depends on how the fantasy matchups go there. Me and Vaughn in a big fantasy matchup for a fantasy playoffs today. Appreciate it, Gold-Blooded. Glad to have you back on the channel, brother. Miles McBride, leading scorer here for West Virginia. He's got 20 points, 9 for 11 shooting, perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. This was a team that was coming into the game shooting the ball around 39 to 40% from the floor, and today they are lighting it up all game long at 59% shooting, 33 for 56 from the court, and holding Richmond to only 42%, 4 for 20 from the perimeter. Matt puts out Missouri's going to be ranked like 15th or something. I agree there, man. If Virginia Tech was at 15th, I think Missouri can just slide right into that spot of Virginia Tech and be around 15 there. That's a huge win for Missouri as they stay undefeated. Quick scoreboard update. It's all Chicago Bears at the half over the Texans, 30-7 when Mitch Trubisky, 3 passing touchdowns. Cowboys up against the Bengals, 20-7. Chiefs lead the Dolphins in the third quarter, 14-10. Cardinals up at the half against the Giants, 13-0. Buccaneers leading the Vikings, 17-6. And Broncos up in the third quarter against the Panthers, 13-7. Tennessee leading the Jaguars, 17-3. So those are updates what's going on today, NFL. And then as far as college basketball, we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Yeah, West Virginia smashed the Spiders on the wall. Yeah, it's been a blowout game throughout a long portion of this one. I feel like it's just a bad matchup for Richmond because Tshiebwe and Culver, they're just too good in the post, and this team's got defenders all over the place. coming into this game, Richmond had 3 players that shot the basketball at more than 50% from the floor in the starting 5. And Nathan Ko, he's 5 for 8. Grant Golden's 2 for 3. Tyler Burton was over 50%, but he's only 5 for 14 today. It's Burton and Francis in this game who's really been off the mark today. They haven't shared the ball at all. Blake Francis 5 for 15 shooting, and Tyler Burton's 5 for 14. Do I like football or basketball more? Goldblood's a junkie for basketball here. I would have to say to call play-by-play, I would have to say basketball. I love calling play-by-play, but I do like to watch football. I enjoy watching like football as well, because it depends on the game though. If it's close, I love watching close games. Blowouts are always rough though, especially basketball too. I love both of them. It's just I enjoy calling basketball games more. 80-60, 3:40 left to go. We're back into it. West Virginia dribble drive inside with a left hand, puts it up. That's good for 2. Taz Sherman with double figures. He's got 12. West Virginia's double figures count looks like this. They have 5 players in double figures. Miles McBride leads the way with 20. Richmond, they're going to take a jumper. That's good from the outside. Hits the triple. 82-63. We need another 6-hour NASCAR stream. What a night that was. Yeah, if there's nothing going on for the Coca-Cola 600 coming up Memorial Day weekend next year, we'll see. That was quite the time there. We had a nice rain delay that went on. That was the longest stream in the channel, I'm pretty sure. The NFL draft was really long too. Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling out channel memberships like really shortly for you guys. I recorded the video today. I think I might enable that after the stream is over. I have to see if it goes through. Right wing 3, that's up in the air. That's good. But I got some pretty cool perks for you guys in the channel memberships that I started. Richmond dishes it out. Gonna take a 3. No good off the mark. Rebound right back over to Culver. 2.5 remaining. West Virginia has the basketball. Gonna take it past the half-court logo. Derek Culver with a double-double. Got 10 points, 10 rebounds. They have it at the top of the key to McBride. McBride has it, 85-63 with 2:10 left to go. West Virginia with it. Dishes out to the right baseline. They dribble, takes the deep 2. That one's up, no good. Off the mark by Sherman. The rebound, Richmond. Spiders have it with 2 minutes left to play. They're going to jack up a 3. That's no good. It was halfway in there. Rattled out. They get the offensive rebound. Puts it back up. Couldn't score there. Too strong. Tips it back around the perimeter. They get another offensive rebound. Takes another 3. They couldn't hit it. Could not knock it down right there. And West Virginia is going to get it right back. They break it past the half-court logo. Mountaineers slowing down tempo. Minute 40 remaining. Oh, that's awesome, Matt. Indiana up to number 7. AP top 25 for college football. There you go, man. Congrats. Minute 36 left to go. West Virginia going to take a 30-second timeout. So we'll go on a quick timeout here, folks. So yeah, so one of the things I'm going to be rolling out very soon that I plan to do is channel memberships for you guys, which I have two different perks that I plan on doing for low prices per month. I have those on the channel membership perks video, but one of the channel perks is a special shout out for my members at the end of the live streams, as well as members slide as well at the very end of the live streams to say thank you to you guys. And then the other thing would be special play-by-play live streams that I would do at least once per month to like another sport, like a sport different from basketball. So it might be like an NFL game or a NASCAR race or so. Maybe like a sport during the Olympics when it comes around too. West Virginia had the ball into the key. They put up the jumper, but they get called for the rebounding foul from behind. It's going to be picked up. So Richmond will have the ball right back. 1:20 left to go. And Richmond down by 22. Thanks so much, Jason, for stopping on by, but appreciate it, man, and I'll see you later. He's going to send Richmond here to the free throw line. First free throw coming up by Richmond. Sinks it, that's good. 85-64. Checking back into the game with 4 fouls is number 13 for West Virginia, Isaiah Cottrell. Or a poker match. We'll have to see. I've never seen poker in a long time. I remember when they put on poker on NBC. Like when I was like really little. I think that was like 2002, 2003. That was at the same time they were having the Arena Football League. They put those games over on NBC. I couldn't. That was back in the day. I actually because I grew up with a PlayStation 2, and one of my video games I had was Arena Football for PS2. I think it was like the only one created. Hey, what's good, Raptor? Welcome back, man. No problem that you're late, but man. What you miss in this game is just West Virginia just shooting the ball lights out all over the place. Like, they came out firing, hitting their shots, forcing turnovers, and just execution. Give them an A+ for West Virginia because they did all of that today in a big way. West Virginia today, 5 players in double figures. Miles McBride leads the scoring, 20 points, 5 assists. And Derek Culver at a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Also, Oscar Tshiebwe, big bounce-back game for him, 12 points, 5 rebounds here for him as he was held scoreless in the last one. So both of these teams now in a double bonus. We have 1:20 left to go. 2 free throws by Richmond at the line. They're just getting the doors blown out of them in this game. First free throw is no good. Second one's up, and that one is good. It's a 20-point game. 85-65, minute 15 remaining. West Virginia has it around the perimeter. Ball's on the ground, and the refs are going to call here tie-up. It's going to be tie-up possession arrow. We're waiting for the refs to say here. I believe it's going to be West Virginia's. Yep, so West Virginia basketball. I'll be back later tonight. Feel free to stop on by. We got NBA preseason, Lakers versus Clippers. West Virginia cutter into the lane and just wide open there. Got behind the defense was number 24, one of their bench players, Taj Threat, who puts it down right there with a slam dunk. 58 seconds left to go. Richmond will drive inside to get fouled, so they're going to go to the free throw line. So for Raptor, it's going to come down to Nick Chubb, it looks like, to see if he wins this week. Oof. Mike Evans looking like he's having a rough game. That's unfortunate. First free throw, that's good by Richmond. Kick return touchdown. McCole Hardman for the Chiefs there. 28-10. So Kansas City was down early, 10-0, and that's 28 straight. Second free throw coming up Richmond. And they sink that one at the free throw line. 87-67 is the score. 50 seconds left to go. West Virginia has it, left wing perimeter. Mountaineers going to take it inside and get stripped of the basketball. Richmond here on a 3-on-2. Pass up the court at the left wing. They dribble left baseline, leaves it open to the right corner. Going to take that 3. It's up and they sink it. Perimeter triple knocks it down for the Spiders right there with 36 seconds left to go. West Virginia has it back, moves it out to the right corner. They're going to shoot their 3. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound underneath. Shot fake. Puts it up. That one's going to get blocked right from behind, though. They're going to say personal picked up here by Corrisi and a blocking foul. So it's going to send West Virginia. Dogfather just needs 2 more points. And West Virginia is going to shoot 2 more free throws at the line with 28 seconds left to go. So 28 seconds remaining, 87-70, and first one, no good. Off the back rim and no good. 157. Almost there. Second one. And that one missed. Rebound Richmond. 87-70, 24 seconds left to go. Spiders have the ball at the right wing perimeter. Richmond still with it. Pass inside. Ball almost deflected. They're going to call a foul. 14 seconds remaining. And it's going to send Richmond to the free throw line coming up. Maybe. We'll see there if I'll play Foursquare sometime. 14 seconds remaining. We got free throws at the line. Richmond hits it. 87-71. Second free throw, no good. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound back to West Virginia. So they're going to dribble this one. They're going to take it up the court, but it gets stolen away. Richmond has it. 6 seconds left to go. Right baseline dribble underneath Richmond. Dishes out to the top of the key. Going to take the three, and it's off, and that is the ball game. So this one just a blowout straight from the start. Basically, West Virginia got on to a 19-1 run to close out the first half, and West Virginia led at one point by 30 today. And they take home the W. Big statement for the Mountaineers. 80-70 put up on the board in this one as this game has gone final. 87-71 the final score. Really appreciate all for stopping on by, being a part here. I'll be back once again later tonight for my final stream tonight. We're going to cover NBA preseason, Lakers versus Clippers, so feel free to stop on board for that one, guys. So I'll be back Lakers-Clippers tonight, Carl Johan, for NBA preseason tonight. Thanks so much, Mark, for stopping on by, man. Mountaineers with a W. Big statement victory there for West Virginia, able to get the win, 87-71. Before you sign off, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified about future live streams, really appreciate all for stopping on by here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody, and I'll be back later tonight as well. Lakers versus Clippers, 8:30 Eastern time for NBA preseason for that one, folks. As I'm going to sign off here, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball.